The way most B2B companies run marketing was built for a world that no longer exists. A world where someone sees your ad, clicks it, books a demo, and becomes a customer. Clean, simple, trackable. But that's not how people buy anymore. The average B2B deal now involves over 62 touch points across 192 days. Buyers are researching you in places you can't track. AI tools, Slack communities, podcasts, peer conversations, and when they finally show up, your CRM just credits whatever they clicked last. I've spent the last 10 years in B2B marketing, running demand gen at multiple SaaS companies, and then building my startup Fibbler to over 400 paying customers. And one thing I can tell you for certain is that B2B marketing is completely changing in 2026. So in this video, I'm going to break down the shifts that are happening and what to do about them so you can adapt your strategy now. So let's get into it. Number one, your measurement is lying to you. And the problem with measurement is probably the biggest change I'm seeing right now, and most companies don't even realize it. For most B2B teams, their CRM right now is telling them a story about how their deals are won. And that story is wrong. Here's what a real B2B buying journey looks like today. Someone sees your ad, they scroll past it, a week later they see another ad, they see an organic post from your CEO, they forget about you for weeks, they see you mentioned in a Slack community, they talk to a colleague about you, they see more ads, they engage with one, and eventually they Google your brand, visit your website, and book a demo. And what does your CRM say? Original source, organic search, or direct, or whatever the last thing they clicked was. And that's a lie. The deal didn't start with Google, it started months earlier with your awareness work. And the problem with traditional attribution, whether it's first touch or last touch, it is that your CRM has to pick one channel and say that this is the channel that got us this deal. First touch picks whatever happened first, last touch picks whatever happened right before they converted, and both of them trick you into thinking that channels like Google Ads and SEO did all the heavy lifting. Meanwhile, your LinkedIn ads, your podcast appearances, or your founder content show up as nothing. So what happens? Well, you overinvest in capture tactics and you underfund the stuff that's actually creating demand and building awareness, and 6 months later you're wondering why pipeline dried up, right? I'm not saying that attribution is dead, I'm just saying that the old way of thinking about it is dead. Attribution in B2B will never be perfect, but that doesn't mean you should ignore it. The key is to stop trying to assign credit to one channel and start looking at patterns across multiple data points. And here's what I recommend. First, combine self-reported attribution, so how did you hear about us forms, with your CRM data. Second, track how your brand is growing over time. Look at direct traffic, branded search volume, and compare it to where you were 6 months ago. And third, for a channel like LinkedIn ads, look at impression and engagement data. Are the right accounts seeing your ads for weeks over weeks over weeks before they convert? Because in most cases, they are. And none of these give kind of the full picture on their own, but together they show you a pattern. And that pattern is what actually tells you that marketing is working. And this is exactly why I built Fibbler in the first place. We help you see which companies are viewing and engaging with your LinkedIn ads, both paid and organic, and then tie that activity to pipeline and revenue in your CRM. So instead of your executive team asking how many leads did LinkedIn generate this month, you can actually show them the full journey. You can show them that a company saw your ads 500 times over 90 days before they even booked a demo. And that's the kind of data that changes the conversation internally. And we're now actually an official LinkedIn marketing partner. We have over 400 companies using Fibbler to prove LinkedIn's impact on revenue. If you want to try it, it's free for 30 days, no credit card required. Link is in the description. Second, brand is the only moat left. The second shift is that brand is becoming the only real competitive advantage in B2B, and most companies are still treating it as an afterthought. Let me explain why I say this. We have an estimated 200,000 SaaS companies worldwide right now, up from around 30,000 just a couple of years ago. AI has made it easier than ever to spin up an MVP. It's almost impossible to create a completely unique product anymore. Most competitors in any given category has essentially the same feature. So if your product isn't a moat, what is? It's your brand. The thing that makes people remember you, and it's the reason someone picks you over the other 15 tools that do roughly the same thing. Think about the brands you actually follow and root for. It's not because they have the most advanced tech or the fanciest features. It's because they built something you believe in, something you want to be a part of. It's a story, it's a community, it's a vision that people can connect with. And I've experienced this firsthand with Fibbler. We're not the most advanced product in the attribution space at all, not even close. There are tools with way more features than us, but we've grown to over 400 paying customers because we built something that resonates beyond just the product. We created a visual identity people can't ignore. Our kind of pink lion mascot is everywhere. I hope you've seen it. I get messages all the time from people saying that I see this freaking lion all over their feed. And that's kind of the point. I'd rather be a little bit annoying than to be invisible. But brand isn't just about logo or a mascot, of course. It's about three main things, according to me. The first one, having a clear narrative. So standing for something your audience actually cares about. And for us, or for me, that's simplifying LinkedIn ads measurement for SMBs at an affordable price. That narrative is everything that we do. Second, building a visual identity that creates emotion and recognition. Could be a mascot, it could be your colors, it could be your logo, but something that people instantly recognizes as yours. And you should put it in everything. You can never brand something too much. And third, building organic momentum. And this means getting other people to talk about you, not just you talking about yourself. User-led content, word of mouth, community, social proof, anything goes. When your users are genuinely recommending you in Slack groups and on LinkedIn without asking, that's when you know you built something real. And the bottom line is this: features can be copied, brand can't. In 2026, the companies that invest in building a memorable brand will win. And the ones that only compete on features will keep fighting a losing battle. Number 3, founder-led growth has a ceiling. The third shift is something that's become very trendy in B2B, right? Founder-led growth. I'm a huge believer in it. It's how I built Fibbler. I started posting on LinkedIn 3 years before I even had a product to sell. By the time we launched, I already had a network of almost 30,000 people who trusted me. We got to 50 paying customers in the first months because of that trust. So yes, founder-led growth works. It's probably the best way to get a SaaS company off the ground today. But here's what nobody tells you. It has a ceiling, and I hit it. The first ceiling is reach. I have a big network, but the LinkedIn algorithm is unpredictable. My network skews heavily European because I'm based in Sweden. If we wanted to grow in the US market, my personal network alone wasn't going to get us there. Unless you're someone with 100k plus followers, there's kind of a hard cap on how many people you can actually reach with your personal posts. And the second ceiling is dependency. We became completely dependent on me. And if I wasn't posting, if I wasn't putting out campaigns, nothing was kind of coming into Fibbler. And that's dangerous. So I want to be the main driver of the company, but the company also needs to be its own driver. And then the third ceiling is brand trust. So in the beginning, people knew me. They knew I had a product for LinkedIn ads, but they had no trust in the company itself. They didn't know Fibbler. They had no relationship with the Fibbler brand because we hadn't done anything with it. And what I realized after our first 50 customers is that being founder-led is not enough. Can get you off the ground for sure, but once you grow, you need that brand that can live on its own. And today, when I look at people coming into Fibbler, a lot of them have no idea who I am. And that's great. That's a great sign. They've heard of Fibbler, they've seen the lion, they know the brand. So the shift for 2026 isn't to stop being founder-led, it's to pair your founder distribution with a real company brand. Use the founder as the trust engine. It's insanely powerful, but build a company brand alongside. That creates memory, recognition, and legitimacy. Because if your entire pipeline disappears the moment the founder stops posting, you don't have a business. You have a personal brand with a product attached to it. Number 4, stop spreading yourself too thin and go deep on one channel. The fourth shift is about channel strategy. And this is one, it's going to sound kind of counterintuitive, but hear me out. So most B2B companies are spreading themselves way too thin. They're running LinkedIn ads, Google ads, cold email, SEO, events, podcasts, webinars, affiliate programs, trying to be everywhere at once. But the result is they're mediocre on all of it. The companies that are going to win in 2026 are the ones who go deep on one channel first and then kind of makes it excellent before expanding. Here's an example from my own experience with Fibbler. Our main channel from day one has been LinkedIn. Organic content plus thought leadership ads. I didn't try to run 5 channels from the start. I didn't have the money, but still, I focused on making LinkedIn our best channel because that's where our buyers are. And because we focused on one channel, it was incredibly easy to measure. We increased spend and effort on LinkedIn, and we can see signups and pipeline increasing at the same pace almost. That signal is clear. And when you're running 10 channels at the same time, you lose that clarity. You increase spend somewhere, things go up, but you have no idea which channel moved the needle. So how do you know which channel to go deep on? You have to talk to your customers and look at your data. Ask them where they spend their time. Look at where the best deals are coming from. In most of the B2B world, it's going to include LinkedIn to some extent. Then make that channel excellent. Don't just run ads. Build a brand people love and engage with on that platform. Make yourself into an expert in your field on that channel and experiment with messaging and test different content formats. And only once you've truly nailed one channel, then you can add the next. A lot of scale-ups believe they have to be everywhere. I don't believe that. You have to be where your ICP is, because that's about it. The easiest way to understand what's working in marketing is to do less stuff, not more. And the thing about going deep on one channel is that it compounds. When you're consistently showing up in one place, your audience starts to recognize you. Your brand becomes associated with that channel. Your content gets better because you're iterating based on real feedback. And your ads perform better because you've tested them organically first. That's how we got to over 400 paying customers in 20 months. Not by being everywhere, but being impossible to ignore in one place. Now, if you want to actually start seeing which companies are viewing and engaging with your LinkedIn ads and tie that to pipeline or revenue in your CRM, that's exactly what we built Fibbler to do. You can try it for free for 30 days, no credit card required. Just click the first link in the description to get started. And if you want a step-by-step breakdown of how I grew my SaaS to 400 plus customers with LinkedIn ads, then watch this video next.